In a small, remote village surrounded by dense, ancient forests, there was a house long abandoned, yet eternally watched. Its wooden frame, rotted and covered in vines, was a haunting relic, whispered about in hushed tones by the villagers. They called it the Echo House. One evening, curious and skeptical, a young man named Daniel decided to explore the Echo House. Armed with only a flashlight and his phone, he stepped through the creaking front door. The air inside was cold, and the musty smell of decay filled his lungs. As he ventured deeper, the floorboards groaned under his weight. His flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Suddenly, he heard it, a faint, almost imperceptible whisper, like the echoes of a long-lost conversation. "Get out," it seemed to say, but Daniel, determined to uncover the house's secrets, pressed on. He reached the basement door, the place the villagers had warned him never to go. It stood slightly ajar, and from the darkness below, the whispers grew louder and more distinct. Steeling himself, Daniel descended the rickety steps. The air was colder here, and the whispers became a cacophony of desperate voices. At the bottom, he found an old wooden chest. The whispers now seemed to be urging him to open it. With trembling hands, Daniel lifted the lid. Inside lay a collection of old, faded photographs and letters. As he sifted through them, he realized they were pictures of the villagers, but from many decades ago. Among the letters, he found one addressed to him, though it was impossibly dated 50 years earlier. With a sense of dread, he opened it. The letter read, "To Daniel, you have been chosen to uncover our fate. The curse binds us, but through you we may find peace. Beware the shadows, for they are not what they seem." Suddenly, the basement door slammed shut. Daniel's flashlight died, plunging him into darkness. The whispers turned to screams, and cold, invisible hands grabbed at him from all sides. Panicked, he scrambled for the stairs but found the way blocked by a figure cloaked in shadow. The figure stepped forward, and in the faint moonlight filtering through a small window, Daniel saw its face. It was his own, twisted in agony. The shadowy doppelganger whispered in his voice, "You are one of us now." With a final piercing scream, the world around Daniel went black. The next morning, the villagers found the house as they always had, silent and empty. But if you listen closely, they say you can still hear the echoes of a young man's desperate cries, mingling with the whispers of the cursed souls trapped within the Echo House.